Yo, what's happening guys, and welcome to the first video in my new series, which is going to be called What I Love About, and the first game in this series will be Zelda Breath of the Wild. So come on, let's dive right in. So, in at number 1, you are never lost, you are just somewhere else. Okay, in at number 1, and most probably my favourite part about Breath of the Wild is, despite the massive size of the map, you never feel lost. So in previous Zelda games, they are so linear that anytime you get stuck, there isn't really anywhere else you can go. But in the Breath of the Wild, the world is so full and populated with things to do, even if you're not too sure about where to go next, you always will find tons of enemies, shrines, or just beautiful scenery on your way there. In at number 2, no overcrowded map. Okay, so this is definitely something that is so awesome about the game, which makes it feel much different from any other open world game. Normally on big open world games, you have some sort of tower that you must climb. Once you get to the top, you will activate it and it will open up the map and just smother it with loads of little icons of things to do. You know, like missions, towns, etc. But in the Breath of the Wild, it does it in such a unique way that it makes you feel like you are really exploring. Once you get to the top of the tower and activate it, it just clears that section of the map that once was greyed out. But it doesn't fill it with annoying, overwhelming icons. Instead, you just get out your trusty binoculars and then personally scan around until you see something you are interested in. And when you do, you just press a button which will then put an icon on your map. I have personally never come across a game that does it in this way, and I just can't get enough of it. Number 3. Realistic physics. There are lots of things you just have to stop and think about before you leave to go on your quest, like whether or not you need to collect different ingredients which you can use to make a spicy meal made from chili, so that when you're scaling the snowy mountains, you have something to keep you warm. And other things, like when you're running across the vast land in the thundering and lightning, that you don't have your sword wrapped around your shoulder. Otherwise, if you don't change it to a wooden bat or a skeleton's arm or something, then you will attract the lightning and get struck. Then you'll be set on fire and fall to your miserable death. It just gives you this immense feeling that you're actually there, fighting to help the princess, and this is one of the many reasons why this has to be one of the best games ever made. Number 4. Those lovable weirdos. There are so many things I love about Breath of the Wild, but I truly feel that the game's wonderfully imaginative characters are actually its greatest heroes. I just can't get enough of the lovable weirdos that populate every nook and cranny of Hyrule. I'm in awe of just how unique, eccentric and memorable nearly every NPC is throughout the game. From a couple of ageless scientists and that chubby little macro lover Hestug, to evil ninjas obsessed with bananas, and a couple dozen men, women and critters who all seem to want to jump Lynx's bones. I find constant enjoyment in interacting with Nintendo's beautiful, funny and unforgettable crew. Number 5. Cooking up a storm. Okay, this one is something a little different that I like to do in the game that I don't like to do in real life. But one of my favourite things to do in the game is to cook. I just enjoy being creative with my ingredients and cooking up powerful meals. I am able to give myself the upper hand whenever I approach enemies by just slamming open my inventory and munching one of the most amazing looking meals I have ever made. It is really cool that there are so many different ingredients and meals that you can find and create in the world. Many are used for different things, like keeping you hot when it is cold, or keeping you cool when it is just too hot. But if you're hurt, some can heal, or some may just disgust you. Plus, those cooking sound effects are so freaking awesome. Alright, thanks for your support, guys. There will be lots more videos coming out soon. Keep them comments and likes coming in. And if there is any other videos you want me to make, then please let me know. Also, my Facebook and Twitter accounts are in the descriptions below. Until next time, peace.